Speaking of the Ravens, and look, Power Rankings, this is a segment for on a Wednesday. Like, we got a lot of other stuff to talk about. There isn't much to talk about with Power Rankings today because 6 teams were off in Week 7. And in the top 10, either you didn't play or you won, other than the Ravens. Everybody's up 1 from 3 to 8 because the Ravens, who were at 3, and they worked their way up there, they deserved it. But with that loss they had to the Bengals, it's bye-bye Ravens. They're still in the top 10, but they're behind all the 1-loss teams, and they're behind 2 of the 2-loss teams. Actually 3 of the 2-loss teams, the Bills, the Bengals, and the Titans, Chris.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the one thing that we got clarified really the last 2 weeks, like especially during the 1 o'clock games, because we saw like a lot of domination in those games. There's a clearly an upper and lower class in the NFL. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So I think we're going to see a lot of these teams that you got in your top 15 or 16. Like, not much is going to change here throughout the year. I think we're kind of like at the point now where we kind of know who they are. Maybe we have one team from your bottom half who kind of catch on fire and jump back up in here. But I think for the most part, you know, other than Kansas City not being in this frame, we're going to see these teams for the majority of the year. It's just going to be how can you organize them and go that way. And that's where it's interesting. I mean, your top 3, you can't argue your top 3. You can't really argue. I don't know how you could really argue anything for the most part. I mean, your top 5, 6, I think is spot on. You know, the one thing I want to see is Green Bay. I guess Green Bay is the one team I still have a little question about, like in the top 10. I know that sounds funny, but like, yeah, it's about they execute. They don't mess up games. I understand they beat the Bengals a few weeks ago, but I don't know if the Bengals were totally like confident the way they are now. And I just wonder. That's why I think Thursday night is going to be fun to see because, yeah, execution's great, but I don't know if they have enough high-end talent across the board to mess with some of these teams when it really counts. That's what I'm looking forward to.
By the way, Bowen OC said via Twitter in response to the ranking of the Bengals at number 7, I'm just here to see Chris say Bengals.
Bengals, baby. What up? What up, Bowen OC?
I get so many emails.
I know.
About you saying Bengals.
Yeah.
On this show, on Football Night in America, and on your damn podcast. Like,
right.
Why are you telling me that he keeps saying Bengals on his podcast?
Right.
Why am I the one that has to bear the brunt of you not knowing the difference between Bengal and Bengal? And I just respond to him saying, I gave up years ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's how I talk. Shut up and deal with it, okay? Bengals, deal with it.
By the way, the Chiefs are number 17, just outside of the top 16, and they deserve to be there, given where they are right now. We'll see if they can turn it around by beating the Giants on Monday night.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.